Hey guys, welcome back to the Stack Pack Show. I'm recapping the dope room that we had on Clubhouse with the media mentors. My brother Charles came in talking about navigating through the metaverse and the opportunities there. I'm gonna be playing some clips just so that way you guys can understand the energy and what I surround myself with. Let's continue to build.
I was just thinking about the times I was hard-headed. Thought it was right all along, I was misled. All this weight on my back feeling so heavy. These boys claim they want war, well I'm already. I had to bake cake for the boy cause he playing petty. I was so focused on the top and I'm still in it. They try to provoke me to stop, no I won't damn it. They want me go back to the block, no. I done gained a whole lot of more ops, now I'm home. Niggas knows all in mine, don't know how to mind their own. 23 and 1, how you feel when you alone? That's four walls talking to you, telling you gone. Only I didn't cry cause it's feeling for my bro.
I really need y'all to understand, like, this room from Clubhouse is navigating through the metaverse and the opportunities was crazy, man. Shout out to my brother Charles. It was nothing but a fire experience, and I want to play some clips for you guys from the room, from what we did, from the community, because we went in aggressively. The whole community went in aggressively. I need you guys to really understand, like, when it's time to drop it, I'm gonna bring the gems. The community gonna bring them gems. So let's get into these clips. Let's see what we're talking about. Going down. Charles, I appreciate you, bro, because today's gonna be one of them special days where we just dive in, bro, and we really tap in about the metaverse, bro. This is an important topic for me. So, Charles, can you introduce yourself? I'm pinging the room up, bro, but let's warm it up a little bit, bro. Thank you for being here, bro. Let's chop it up a little bit, man.
Nah, of course, Stack. Thanks for having me. Yeah, how's everybody doing? I'm Charles Ace, and I've known Stack. Stack, how long have I known you? What, like 2 years?
Yeah, we've known each other forever, bro. It's been a while.
Yeah, a good bit. And yeah, so what I do is I'm a 3D developer programmer, and about 5 years ago or so, while traveling, I started kind of like dabbling into VR and the whole concept of it, and just saw kind of the future. So I started studying different softwares a year and a half ago, opened my company, and now this is what I do full time. I create custom metaverse experiences in VR, AR, and XR for clients, and I've done it for clients like Hyundai, Audi, and I'm still going. I have a couple of meetings for 2024. I get to travel. I'm also a public speaker, so I've been doing seminars on it as a metaverse consultant. I'm writing a book on it currently, so it all kind of ties in with this very new innovative tech, which is really the future of how we interact on the web and just with each other, with everything.
Charles, you know what's the great thing about the metaverse, man? There's art galleries and there's things all over the place. Like, I want to know, like, while Charles is here, has anyone ever experienced the metaverse or these art galleries or seen it? Like, let's warm it up and, start talking about this, because it's going to be something great, because I want the Media Mentors Gallery in there. I already been talking to them about this. So, Charles, what's something that you learned from the metaverse, bro? Because me and you linked up in there. Have you learned something in there, bro? Like, learned like behaviors or how stuff works and acts? And shout outs to Lindsay for the title too. Thank you, sis. Charles, how you feeling about this though? Have you learned something? Have you seen the shifts in the metaverse? Talk to me, brother. It's on you.
Oh, absolutely, man. Plenty. Because a lot of people, they come up to me and say, "Oh, the metaverse, that's a 2021 thing." I go, "No, man, that's where we're going as the internet." Because one thing, as you learn in the retrospect, is that technology only moves one way. It moves forward. Technology moves forward, and so does everything innovative. Like I turn 44 next month, right? So I'm a bit of an old head, and I got to tell you, I remember back in the day when people were saying, "Oh, no, I could never send messages through my phone. I have to call somebody." Right now, 91% of communication is done via text messages. And 12% of that is emojis, believe it or not. People just talking emojis. So we always move forward, and just the interactivity of the 2D web when it first came out, which is Web 2, was great. But now, imagine a world where, you have a headset, and you want to go shopping with a friend, but you actually, or go see an art, or go through an art gallery. You can just put on the headset. You live in Miami while your friend lives in Chicago, but you guys can actually walk as your avatars through this art gallery.
Did we do that, Charles? Me and you? Did we link up in the metaverse? And
we did.
We did, bro.
We did.
How fun was that, bro?
That was innovative. I used to have a show called Talking Ish, which turned into a podcast in the metaverse, and Stack was one of my guests. And it was in a full studio that I actually built in the metaverse to do this show and podcast, and Stack was on it, and it was a great experience. We had I think about 35 people in there, and there they were sitting there on the show, and all these people were from all walks of life. But truly, what I learned about this, not to regurgitate words, is that this is the future. This is where we're heading when it comes to interactivity, as far as how, just same way we are with the web today, this is what we're doing tomorrow.
Charles, what was the great thing about that, bro? It was like a bunch of people, right? I felt like I was on the Oprah show, KB. You know what I'm saying? I was on the couch, right? I'm sitting on the couch as a digital avatar in the metaverse, right, KB? Charles and his co-host got my pictures on the screen. So I'm on the couch chilling as Digital Stack, right? He's got all the pictures of my career, what I've been doing, and all the highlights and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole VR experience. And then when I got there, Charles, was really fire. Charles, what you know what was really good about you, bro, when we went into the metaverse is the opportunity you showed me, bro, with the breakdancing Stack. Can you tell them what was that like, bro, and the steps you took to make that character? Because when I walked in the studio, there was a digital dancing Stack that you gifted me, bro. Can we talk about that real quick, Charles? What's good, brother?
Absolutely, yeah. I thought you'd like that. That was kind of like a touch I added where I used a different software, and man, I gotta tell you, man, I use over 20 softwares that I have subscriptions to or bought perpetual licenses for to do my work. I work out of a home office with 4 computers here and a laptop. And when we had you on the show, what I did was I used a voxel creator called Magic of Voxel to create this virtual Stack pack. And then what I did was I rigged it and animated it in Blender, and then exported it. So you had these 2 digital stacks literally doing this breakdance right there, and it's kind of like the innovation of how we can showcase people, media, clothes. I have a client that I'm gonna talk to that she has an online.
It ain't nothing but epic. I told y'all gotta get inside of the media mentors on Clubhouse. We do nothing but epic talks, but Charles is laying it down about the metaverse, the possibilities, and the endless possibilities, and how me and him linked up. Let's get into it.
And you go up to the avatars, and you click on them, and they tell you about the shirt or the garment they're wearing, and a link can open up to buy it. So there's thing, right? So these are kind of the interactivities that add to the experience. Just like we had the digital voxel Stack, which was great because it was, was there dancing, and I know you were commenting on it. I was like, there's 2 digitized Stack packs.
Man, I'll blow my mind, Charles.
I said, you like that, huh? It was a nice touch we added.
Charles, I appreciate you for that, bro. Can y'all ping this room up and share this room up? Let them know I got my brother Charles Ace in the goddamn building, because we're going to be talking about Metaverse. These connections you want to meet on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow my boy, man. He could be doing anything else. He could be building out a space for Hyundai and Audi right now. You understand? But he came through to come rock with us. So, Charles, I'm going to pass the mic up, man, if anybody got any questions or any comments on, navigating opportunities in the Metaverse. We only going to be here for an hour, but let's make it useful with Charles, right? Let's come in hot. Who's coming next? Who wants to ask any questions or, talk about any experiences you had with the Metaverse? And even if you're confused and you got any questions, we'll answer them right now. So I'm passing the mic up. Let's go.
Hey, it's me, Miss Manifest.
Hey, you sis. Let's go. Appreciate you.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. Everybody, please share out the room. We're about to learn about the Metaverse. This is how we're going to be able to make more money in 2023, more knowledge. So thank you, Charles, for doing this room. Make sure if you have not added yourself to the House Media Mentors, click that link above. Share this room out. We have 8 shares. There's so many people in this room. Let's get it up to 15. Let's get the vibes right, because this is powerful information. The more knowledgeable you are in this Metaverse, right? Imagine how much more opportunities you're going to have. So my question is if I was speaking on my behalf, I'm into manifestation. What is the direction I should go towards the metaverse to maybe put out my brand? I help spiritual entrepreneurs manifest their dream business and income. So I teach people about digital products, courses, and podcasting. Women self-love, my business bestie. So where should I go towards the metaverse to be able to display that for 2024, Charles? Thank you.
Awesome, Miss Manifest, and that's a great question. And I gotta say, like I tell everybody, if you have a brand, if you have a website, you can go into the metaverse because you can have your own digital space created through many softwares that are out there. You know, you have Spatial, you have Engage, you have an up and coming one that I'm working with called Agora World. I work closely with the CEO, and you can host seminars on there to to pass on your knowledge digitally in real time. So, you know, why rent out a conference room? Why travel? Why, when you can have your own digital spaces people can congregate to and they can see your information, that you can showcase your products all at the same time. You could even have what we're doing with another client is we have these AI avatars that we're using the API key that I'm prompt engineering myself with just the information where you walk up to this avatar and it's AI. It's prompt engineered with just the product. So you ask it, well, tell me about this room. And I'll say, this room belongs to Miss Manifest. She teaches, and all the information, whatever you want it to say, it's limitless, right? And this could all be possible in the digital metaverse. So would you want to go onto a website to learn about your product, learn about your brand, and then maybe host a Zoom or meet in a virtual space where you guys can walk around, and after the seminar, you guys can network, like an actual networking event, because, you know, through spatial audio, you walk up to people and you only hear them in your vicinity, right? So that's your opportunity in the metaverse, is taking your 2D website and flipping it and pulling it out of its second dimension into the third, which is 3D. That's what we're talking about. That's a great question, by the way.
Sheesh. Did that answer your question, Miss Manifest?
Sure did. Wow, Lou, I just be walking around. This is the room. I have a room. They just promoting me. That's fire in the digital world, y'all.
That's
what
it's cute.
That's what I'm working on for the community too, sis. I'm working on a Media Mentors Metaverse.
That's gonna be
that's what
exclusive, Stack.
Yeah, me and Charles gonna put it together, and I'm working with different companies. Remember, I told y'all a couple years ago when I was on the app when NFTs was hot, I was talking about the Metaverse mansion that I have with Metafluence. So we actually, you know, it's actually done. It's actually launched. I just have to put in the colors and what I want on the side of the buildings of the mansion. And everybody else will be able to come tap in. And I'll put up all the Media Mentors logos in there and all that. But I'm talking to the people and the developers right now because they need all of my information to put on the mansions and everything. So we'll have a Media Mentors Metafluence space real soon, a whole mansion for us to tap into. And I'll also be working on, you know, something with Charles to bring, you know, to the community as well. If anybody needs onboarding, spaces, wants to work, wants to expand their brand, me and Charles are going to be doing that. You're going to see him coming in and out the club frequent because now he knows we're here and we're still interested in the metaverse. We're not just throwing the metaverse to the side, Charles. Yo, Charles, bro, I said I was coming to come get you, bro. I said I'm coming to come get Charles. We going to light this shit up and bring it back. Because Charles, guess what I'm doing right now, bro? I'm mining the energy off my phone. I'm mining, I'm walking around the data. I'm doing all this stuff off the crypto Binance Smart Chain right now, right? I'm doing everything, and I want to wrap all of this up, what we're doing inside of the metaverse, so everybody can make money. You understand?
You're stacking.
So this is why I asked my brother to come. Go ahead, Charles. All you.
No, I was about to say you're what it sounds like is you're being stack packed. You're stacking. You know what I've always known about Stack is all energy. Stack is always in the know, and he makes it his personal responsibility, right, to get the know, to learn it, and then teach everybody else. And that's why I interact with Stack a lot. And yeah, just like you said, like, you know, a lot of people say, well, the metaverse is all that. No, it never went away. You know, just like with the nature of everything. I mean, do you see something in the news about a celebrity and still talk about it, honestly, a month later? But no, that still happened, right? When this was all introduced, right? Because the concept of the metaverse started like back in like 2011, just people don't know about it. And, you know, as a public, because we don't understand it or we don't interact with it usually 100% of the time, you know, we don't really talk about it as much.
Listen,
I mean,
y'all gotta tap in. Y'all appreciate you, Charles. You came all the way in and dived in for me about navigating opportunities in the metaverse. If you guys want to hear this full replay, go over to Clubhouse and tap into Media Mentors. You know, go to stackpackpodcast.com. Also, please join us. I'm telling you, every day, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. EST, we're going up. If If you want to be a guest on the show, go to bookwithstack.com. Charles, we appreciate you, brother. We out of
The way
here.
to promote things has not died. In fact, it's just slowly rising and bubbling up. That's why you're hearing